What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Before even starting this video, guys, I want to go ahead and say thank you so much for 500 subscribers. I know in the YouTube world, that's a relatively small number, but I am extremely thankful for it nonetheless. Seeing as I never thought I'd even make it to 100, and never even thought this channel would go on this long, I'm extremely thankful for 500. Halfway to 1,000, guys. We're trying to get to 1,000 by the end of 2023. Share this video with your friends so they can see it, and we're on a mission, guys. We're on a mission. Let's make it happen. 4 digits, 4-digit numbers by the end of this year. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a deck review, in-depth deck review on the Elvis Presley playing cards. I've never been the biggest fan of Elvis. I never really listened to his music much. I've watched a few of his movies. I've listened to a little bit, but I've never been like a hardcore Elvis fan. However, I saw the deck and I had to pick it up. Here it is, guys, the Elvis Presley playing cards. The box looks beautiful, and we're going to be going in-depth with these playing cards. So if you guys want to see that, don't forget to check it out. And with all that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get right into the deck review. Buddy, hey. This is my cat. This is Boogie. Want to say hey? Want to say hey? He's not happy. He wanted me to rub him, and I picked him up instead. So here they are, guys, the Elvis Presley playing cards. I bought these about 2 weeks ago, and I literally have not touched them. I put them up on my shelf. I opened them. I looked at them. I put them back in the box, and I literally have hardly touched them since. So they're basically in brand new condition. Still a new deck order, so that's why I feel like I'm able to review these, because they're basically brand new. So we're going to go ahead, and the first thing we're going to take a look at is the tuck case. So looking at the tuck case here, it's got quite a lot of gold foil on it. We have this guitar, and we have these two little records here, a little microphone. We got Elvis, as if it would be on like a big sign in Las Vegas or something, Elvis blinking signs and everything, and a bunch of just little flowers and decoration going on with these little lightning bolts. So a lot's going on the very front. It draws you in, and then you look at the side here. We got row. It looks like a ticket. It's basically what it looks like is a theater ticket. You got row T, seat 11, arena level. All these Theory 11 presents Elvis. That's actually kind of cool. Theory 11 presents Elvis. That's really cool. But yeah, it basically looks like a little ticket. It's like that on both sides. Nothing really different on both sides. At the top here, it's just a little bit of gold. The stamp actually has Elvis Presley's face on the card stamp, and then at the bottom you just have your signature Theory 11 logo and the little things. This is at the bottom of almost every single Theory 11 deck. And then on the back you got a little bit more design. You basically have the back of the card design, just a bit more metallic and shiny looking, as you can see. And then the inside is decorated with this cool little pattern. I do like that about Theory 11 decks, is that they actually decorate the inside of their box as well. So the tuck case has a lot going on. And, you know, a lot of times people like to judge a book by its cover, so you have to really put a lot of heart and soul into the design of playing cards, and Theory 11 did a really good job with this one. So now we can get into the cards themselves. So as I said, this deck is still in new deck order. Only thing I really did was kind of move the jokers from the bottom to the top, and I also have 2 ad cards here. So the first ad card looks basically like the front of the box, as you can see, and then you get another little thing, Elvis, as if it's on a sign. Again, advertising. So we're going to lay these right again. And then you have the rest of the deck. So first off, let's talk about the back design. So first thing you see is one night only here. And then you see on all 4 corners, Elvis himself. You get back by popular demand, the king. So this whole thing is supposed to kind of look like a sign, more or less. But at the same time, it's also not a sign. It's supposed to basically look like an advertising sign, but at the same time, it's a playing card, and they've kind of morphed it together, and it's actually really cool. Like, it doesn't 100% look like an advertising sign, but it also doesn't 100%, you know, like a normal playing card. It's really cool how they designed this. It pays a lot of respect to Elvis and what he was. You know, he was considered the king of rock and roll. He was extremely popular, and a lot of people really love Elvis. And for Elvis fans, again, I'm not personally a huge Elvis fan by any means, but for people who are, I feel like they can really appreciate the back design of this deck, because it really does showcase a lot of who he was and what he did and what he stood for. So really good job with the back design, trying to respect Elvis Presley and the people who follow him. At the end of the day, what I think about the back design, I think it's really good. I like how it has a lot of colors in it. That's something you don't get in a lot of Theory 11 decks. There's a bunch of different colors used in this deck, and it all comes together to create this really beautiful looking back design. It has a lot going on, but it's not too much at the same time. I really do like the colors they used in this deck. So now we can talk about the different suits. So if you look here at the court cards, we got Elvis himself. I really do not know who these guys are.
Again, I'm not a huge Elvis follower, but I can only assume they are someone who was in relation with Elvis himself. But I can only assume they were of someone who are close to the king of rock and roll. And they're fairly standard. I mean, they're to the point any spectator can recognize this playing card. They just did a really good job. I do like the court cards. I like the color. I like how they were able to implement Elvis and people who were associated with him as well. And I guess real quick, we should look at the Jokers. The Jokers are basically two dogs, and that's really it. And it's got cool metallic ink. It's a golden color. It looks really nice. Next up, we have the clubs. We have a much younger Elvis here in this one. This one's a bit when he's a bit older. This one looks like him as a bit younger. Basically the same for the clubs as it was the diamonds. Again, clubs, fairly standard. Nothing really special going on with the different pips and stuff. You look at the diamonds, same going on, fairly standard, all the same characters. You get the same Elvis as you did on the King of Hearts that you do in the King of Diamonds. And then the spades, the Ace of Spades, we got the King of Rock and Roll, Ace, Elvis Presley, and just him basically performing just this really cool art of Elvis on the Ace of Spades. And then the rest of the court cards and pips and the rest of them are basically just the same as the clubs are. And you get this really cool Ace of Spades here with a lot of design going on. But yeah, all in all, what do I think about the face cards? They are very well done. Again, pays a lot of homage to Elvis himself. They look really good. I like how they were able to use his face. I kind of wish they used like different, because Elvis has been around for a long time. He did a bunch of movies. He was younger. I kind of wish they put maybe different versions of Elvis on different cards, and maybe different people on the different court cards as well. Not that I know who they are anyway. But all in all, they did a really good job, again, paying respect to Elvis and Elvis fans alike. So I do really like the face cards. Theory 11 did a phenomenal job. So I would have to give the face cards a solid, I have to give them an 8 out of 10. Did a really good job. So now I know what a lot of you are asking. How do these cards handle? And the answer would be amazing. Straight out of the box, they're not thick, they're not, they don't feel very stiff. Right out of the box, they feel really good and ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and give these cards their first shuffle, and it just feels amazing to riffle shuffle these playing cards. They feel and handle amazing. This is a good deck for Magic, because especially if you're performing for someone who's an Elvis fan, this is a good deck for Magic to use. Like, hey, I can show you Magic Trick with my Elvis deck. It's also a really cool deck for cardistry. If you are a cardist, again, I'm not the biggest cardist in the world, but I do know a few little things. And it's a very flashy deck. Oh my god, I botched that. But all in all, different things. A dribble feels great. A card string feels phenomenal. Just these little different things you want to try with it, different cuts. It all handle really, really well. So the handling, I will have to give it a solid 9 out of 10. Most Theory 11 decks handle fantastically. This is a great deck, all in all. And I guess I should have done a bit more research on Elvis before I did this deck review, but it's more of a deck review. It's not a, you know, Elvis documentary. This is a deck review. What do I personally think about this deck? This isn't for me to go back and give you all the backstory of Elvis. This is a deck review. And what do I think of the deck? I love it. It's a great design. It pays respect for people who are Elvis fans and do know all the backstory to him. And I think it's just an amazing deck all in all if you're a card collector. So my final rating of this deck would have to be an 8.5 out of 10. Great deck, great handling. I do like when Theory 11 makes decks based off things like the Avengers, the Star Wars, Elvis, Harry Potter, all the little decks they make. It's supposed to be representing something. And they just do a good job being able to put in all these little details that you'd never notice. And this deck is no exception. It's an amazing deck of cards. Definitely recommended. So yeah, that's my review. And that, guys, is the end of the Elvis Presley deck review. Hope you guys enjoyed this deck review. Don't forget to hit the like button. Comment down below if you liked it. Tell me what you didn't like so I can try to fix it. And at the end of the day, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to share. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for 500 subscribers. And I got a lot more different content coming your way. As you can see, I'm trying to change up what this channel is a little bit. And if you're interested in seeing that, I definitely recommend sticking around. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you later.